We made it. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
We're back.
Hi, William.
Hi, Felicia.
Hi, Jim and Nancy. Hi,
Good
everybody.
to see you.
Hi, David Carson. Hi, everybody.
Great to see you. I'm using my imagination. Spectacular to see you.
Hi, Lori. Yes, you all look amazingly well.
Oh, wow.
Fit, dressed to the teeth. We love it. It's great.
Geez, so healthy.
And I'm not able to read my messages for some reason right now. So I'm
What?
going to figure it out later. Yeah, I touched something.
This is like, Felicia, make sure we have your phone here so we can get messages.
Well, I've got my phone, and
Okay,
you know.
you can't read any messages.
No.
So, if you can't hear us or if something sounds like
Well, David Carson knows my phone number.
yeah,
and
just,
Trapper
you know.
knows it too. If Trapper's here.
well, it's kind of a overcast, wet, ooky Pacific Northwest day, so perfect
Hi,
for
Barb.
streaming. Oh, you're getting some kind of
I'm
comments.
getting messages. Yeah, a little bit.
Let's play some songs for these nice
What?
people. They went through all the trouble and came through.
All the sleet and snow
Hell
and
and high
hail
water
and
to
hell
get
and
here.
high water,
Yeah.
tornadoes.
We'll get into it here in a
Yeah.
second. The thing is that every time we do one of these things, we're always testing out little changes or new things or stuff. So it means that every time we start one of these, we're in the state of terror.
Yeah,
you know, because
'cause
it's like, oh my gosh, is it all going to fall apart? Is there smoke coming out of the computer yet?
There's smoke coming out of William's ears, I can tell you that.
So let's play a song.
All right.
This is called Shiny-O. It's a traditional sea shanty, and it's kind of a jivey sort of thing. A 1, 2, 3, and. Shiny-O is the captain's daughter. Way, Shiny-O, for her I'm sailing over the water. Way, Shiny-O. Queenstown to Dover is 100 miles or over. Way, Shiny-O. Queenstown to Dover is 100 miles or over. Way, Shiny-O. Captain, Captain, I love your daughter. Way, Shiny-O. Oh, Captain, Captain, I love your daughter. Way, Shiny-O. Won't you ferry me over to Dover? Way, Shiny-O. Oh, won't you ferry me over to Dover? Way, Shiny-O. Oh, Captain, Captain, how deep is the water? Way, Shiny-O. She measures 1 inch, 6 feet and a quarter. Way, Shiny-O. Rivers, rivers, rivers are a rolling. Way, Shiny-O. Oh, rivers are a rolling and I can't get over. Way, Shiny-O. Hens and chickens are flying over. Way, Shiny-O. Oh, when she pitches into Dover. Way, Shiny-O. the captain's daughter. Way, shiny up for her. I'm sailing over the water. Way, shiny, oh, way, shiny, oh. Well, there you go.
Let me just check the messages here
And
briefly.
that's the...
Rick says, sounds okay to me.
Oh.
Hi, Darren Dale.
Hey.
Hi, John Gamble. Hi, John.
Gamble. Nice to see you
Yay,
again, John.
Colin Crow. What's going on in Atlanta? Who knows? Darren knows, apparently. Yeah, scary, not scary weather, but just damp is awesome.
Yeah.
No scary weather
Much worse.
for anyone, okay?
Let's see. We have some birthdays today.
And if we miss yours, we're sorry.
Yeah, maybe we have more birthdays than we know of. But we do know that there's one is it is Dan Marr's birthday today.
Yay, Dan Marr.
People, especially around the Pacific Northwest, will know Dan Marr because of his decades spent on a wonderful show called Inland Folk, which was a terrific radio show featuring all sorts of folk music. Dan was also a terrific performer, so wish him a happy birthday today. It's also our friend Shauna Webster's birthday.
Yay,
She's
Shauna.
probably off riding her horse, if I know her.
She's got a beautiful horse.
But we'll wish her a happy birthday anyhow.
Hey, what better way to spend your birthday than riding a horse? I mean, you know, especially your own horse. That's pretty cool. But this song has nothing to do with horses.
It does have a little something to do with birthdays in a roundabout way, just because.
It does, yes. It talks about this little old lady saying how, you know, back when I was a young maid, I was so beautiful. All the men, they flamed their eyes at me. But now that I'm old, I'm nothing but a piece of debris.
Ha! I'm still flaming our eyes at you.
Well, luckily you're flaming your eyes at me. That's all that matters.
It is very French, though.
So, of course, I spent hours tuning this French instrument. Well, French by way of California and an American builder, but you know.
So we'll do a very French tune called Le Braille d'Écosse, which translates to Scottish tune.
Scottish dance, but
Scottish
yeah.
dance. Well, brawl is a dance, yeah.
So we're kind of dredging back into the dark ages. Well, actually, the very fun Renaissance ages for us. Just, anyway.
Just think, we could be, you know, playing at some Renaissance fair in the
rain.
rain and the wind. Yeah. Okay. Done that.
We have done that
Been
many
there.
times, yeah. Okay, anyway. Le Braille d'Écosse and Lorsque j'étais jeune fille.
Count it off in French.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. j'étais bien jolie, gay. Il n'y avait pas beaucoup de filles comme moi, gay. Mais la vie, c'est l'âge, m'a beaucoup maltraité. Maintenant, je ne suis plus la belle que j'étais. Quand j'arrive pour ma l'âge de me marier, gay. Il y avait bien des jeunes dont j'avais les yeux, gay. Mais la vie, c'est l'âge, m'a beaucoup maltraité. Aujourd'hui, jamais plus sur le vent vers moi.
Okay, then.
I was thinking of John Gamble periodically in there, and I'm going to blame him for falling off of that because I had this wonderful image of us playing on this lovely little stage opposite Terry and Nancy's gorgeous booth at the
Bristol Renaissance.
Bristol Renaissance Fair. Thank you, in Bristol, Wisconsin. And often Jim would come by there, and he would stand outside their shop silently holding up a sign saying something interesting like plants or what have you. And he never actually, did the whole Barker thing, but people always looked at him, and I think maybe they were like slightly afraid of him because then they'd go into the shop and buy things. So it worked, whatever he was doing. Oh, we miss you, John. We haven't seen you in like a million years. Along with everybody else.
We're going to do a little song about
tuning the hurdy-gurdy.
going around Cape Horn
With a hurdy-gurdy.
with a hurdy-gurdy. And I think I got this because you can't see this very well, but this is a postcard that we got from Cape Horn.
I know, isn't that cool?
By our friend Ray Miller, who has actually been doing, he was down there, and now he's been working his way up. And tomorrow he's going to be from Cape Horn to Everett, Washington.
How the mighty have fallen.
Golly. So we are going to be able to have a visit. But it's just so cool to get a postcard from Cape Horn. Obviously, back in the days of the tall ships, sailors often didn't stop to mail postcards.
Cabo de Hornos. The end of the world. So cool. Or the bottom of the world, I'm not sure which. You keep tuning, dear, and then I'll finish tuning.
This particular song was written by an Irish songwriter named Rita Connolly. And it's one of those little mini movies that you get sometimes with songs. Describing a tavern somewhere, a pub, smoky old tavern, and off in the corner there's this old grizzled sailor-looking guy, and he's singing softly to himself. And he's singing about the good old days, the glory days of sailing around the world. And soon, as the song goes, everyone is so captivated that they all join in on the chorus, like a well-trained audience.
I'm just going to say there's all sorts of great people showing up here. Trapper's here. Hi, Trapper. And your brother is here with Susanna.
Hello,
and
hola.
Peyton is
Hola,
here.
hola,
And
mi
Phoenix
hermano.
is here. Hi, Phoenix. And Lisa Krause and Just Storm. Yay. And Bolt from the Netherlands. Oh, my gosh. And yes, this is the new Gertie. And yes, it does have a lovely face carved in the headstock. But I got to think about actually...
And your amp is on?
Yes, but my volume isn't up.
Okay.
There it is now. This is
We've
up.
been trying to get some
we have
technical
worked so
things
hard on this
happening
thing.
here to give the enchanting, exotic sound of this hurdy-gurdy
A fighting chance.
a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So we give this a go. It's called Valparaíso.
Valparaíso.
2, 3, 1, 2. He was singing about Valparaíso, singing as though in a dream. White sandy beaches and warm gentle breeze, palm trees that reach to the blue southern seas. And he sang, Valparaíso, Valparaíso, when will the wind blow me down there again? Valparaíso, Valparaíso, soften the heart of a hard-hearted man. Singing of days on the ocean, of the trade winds and rounding the horn, fair winds and foul winds, of hard work and ease, of friends found and lost on the great southern seas. And he sang, Valparaíso, Valparaíso, when will the wind blow me down there again? Valparaíso, Valparaíso, soften the heart of a hard-hearted man.
We all sat in that hushed, smoky tavern as winter winds raged round the door, with ears keen and listening and eyes far away, wishing that we could all go there someday. And we sang Valparaíso, Valparaíso, when will the wind blow me down there again? Valparaíso, Valparaíso, soften the heart of a hard-hearted man. Valparaíso, Valparaíso, when will the wind blow me down there again? Valparaíso, Valparaíso, soften the heart of a hard-hearted man.
Now I'm going to check your
pretty
messages
song.
to see what you say. Chris Bingham says, you guys sound and look great. Well, that's good because we worked hard on our makeup, just so you know. I bring up Felicia about in the mix about 4 dB. So overall, like my voice and my instrument, I mean,
Okay, then.
Bristol, that was so much fun. I learned so much by playing at Bristol. That was just incredible. It really was. Amazing time. Met so many wonderful people. Realized that if the Queen could wear a corset all day long and ride horses and talk to kids and do all the things, then corsets weren't that big a deal. I have used that in so many online discussions. It's great fun. I can't breathe. You're wearing the wrong thing. Right, I gotta switch Gerties.
You do that. I'll tell them about this song. This is a request, by the way.
Request.
And I want to say again that, you know, if people have requests, let us know. The best way to have if you have a request, not for this show, obviously, but for future ones, is leave a message in the comments on this page, not just in the chat line, because that kind of goes away after a while, but down in the comments. And we will try to, if it's possible, you know, if it's not, you know, piece by Paganini or something, we'll try to squeak
or
through
Wipeout, you know, I mean, we could actually probably do a fun cover of that.
Play Rocket Man. Okay.
Rocket Man!
So this was a request by our friend Ray, who was the K-porn guy. And he's English, and he'll be coming back. So this is a song about going around the world. It's The Sailor's Way is kind of one version of what this was called. But this particular poem version of this was called Homeward Bound, in a wonderful book that we ran into a long time ago with a fabulous name. The title of this book, they just don't make titles like this anymore. The book was called Poems, Songs, and Ballads of the Sea, and Celebrated Discoverers, Battles, Shipwrecks, and Incidents Illustrative of Life on the Ocean Wave.
Now that's a title. Chris,
That's a chapter.
it is. All in itself. Chris clarifies that to only turn up my voice. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean in on the mic just a little bit more too. I need to have some sort of balance because when I'm playing whistle, I have to back off of it and that sort of thing. But anyway, yes, do turn it up, dear. Why not?
Snug up there.
And we start this thing with a tune called "Rolling Wave," which I think we learned from the Bouldings.
I think so.
Yeah, we learned a lot of great tunes from them.
Jaunty little tune. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Hang on.
Played on this wonderful cittern, the Steve Lawler Memorial Cittern. Okay, close enough. 1, 2, 3.
Head the ship for England, shake out every sail, blithe leap the billows, merry sings the gale. Captain, work the reckoning, how many miles a day, round the world and home again, that's the sailor's away. We've traded with the Yankees, Brazilians and Chinese. We've laughed with dusky beauties in the shade of tall palm trees. Crossed the line in Gulf Stream, round by Table Bay, everywhere and home again, that's the sailor's way. Oh, nightly stands the North Star, higher on our bow. Straight we run for England, our thoughts are in it now. Jolly time with friends on shore, when we've drawn our pay, all about and home again, that's the sailor's way. Oh, that's the sailor's way. Sailor's way. Oh. Now Tom will to his parents, Jack will to his dear, Joe to wife and children, Bob to pipes and beer, Dickie to the dancing room to hear the fiddles play, round the world and home again, that's the sailor's way. and home again. Everywhere and home again. All about and home again. Around the world and home again. Yes, around the world and home again. Around the world.
Isn't that a pretty song? We love that song.
Homeward Bound.
And as you can see, well, you can't see our notes, but we do have notes. And this set of notes is more than 2 pages long.
It's an epic song.
Epic! All right, I'm going to check my messages again, just in case.
You check your messages. I'll completely retune my guitar because it's completely...
Ah, Sharon and Paul.
What?
Yay, hi.
Hello, hello. Wow.
Hi, Denny. Oh. Isn't that a great song, Chris? It's a wonderful song. I love the lyrics in that. But no complaints, so we're just going to continue on our way. We need a little more lip gloss here.
Thank you for keeping us posted.
Yeah, really appreciate it. We could not do this nearly so comfortably without you guys. I mean, the numbers of times we've done test streams and we go to listen with our headphones and we're like... We were joking the other day about that we weren't being lobbed curveballs by our technology. We were being lobbed curve grenades. William went to all this trouble. He made it sound absolutely glorious. We were thrilled. Everything was working perfectly. We got up the next day, hadn't changed any settings, and we started over because it was horrible.
All this weird stuff started happening, like getting like sirens coming through the headphones.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
and crackling noises.
Where the heck did that come from?
I know. It's just like, no. It wasn't the dogs outside. It wasn't actual sirens. It was just weird.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you expect to hear some things. Oh, that's too much of that, or oh, that sounds weird, or, but I mean, the headphones were like, what?
Yeah, I heard them from outside the room, and he's ripping his headphones off. I'm like, oh my God, what is that?
It's like, you know. Oh, no one knows the horrible trials
The
of
struggles.
these sailors fighting their way around Cape Horn. They didn't have
don't know
nothing on
nothing.
us. Yeah.
Oh, I broke a
God.
nail.
Broken nail.
William actually did that in a gig once.
Yeah, we had just finished doing the song about the terrors of going around Cape Horn and people drowning and, you know, like flying from the mast and
freezing
landing on
off
the
their
deck and all
hands
these
and
stuff.
shit like that.
And it's like, you know, I come off and go like, wow, you know, I broke a nail, but I don't think anyone's going to feel sorry. I'm not going to get any sympathy at all. Like, oh, I broke a nail.
Actually, the audience found that extremely amusing, bless them. So.
Anyhow, this is a standing request from our friend Trapper, so we thought we would do this today.
So we're going to do her standing request.
This is Mary Stanford of Rye, and we didn't get to do a disaster concert last year. I mean, more than our usual disaster concerts, because they usually are at some point. But we haven't played it for a while, so we thought we would play this again because it's a terrific story, a true story of a town lifeboat crew. Along the coast of England, there's a whole standing network of lifeboats and lifeboat volunteers, kind of like a wet version of a volunteer fire department, I guess. And they've saved so many people lives. It's the NRLI. And this is a song about one of those. And there you go. Get out your hankies. Two.
When Master John Stanford of London town died, they read out his will and his legacy spied. Said, take this bequest for to build me a craft, so that with it my name shouldn't die, and give it to the RNLI. So they fastened the lifeboat of Liverpool class, 38 feet from the stem to the aft, with a close reef mainsail on a 20-foot mast. And to grant the last wish of his life, named it Mary after his wife. Oh, she went into service in 1916, and 63 times from the boathouse she screamed, across the shale of Rye Bay, past the teeth of the storm, and into the mouth of the waves. All sailors' lives there to save. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each a year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head. Now Johnny Head had just turned 17, and to serve on that lifeboat, it was young Johnny's dream. His father was his coxswain and his brother in the crew, and to serve he was willing to die on the merry Stanford of Rye. On November 15th, with the storm at its height, the Alice of Riga was losing her fight. 7 miles from Dungeness, she was drifting and lost, and the crew prayed and cried to the moon, and that's when they heard the maroon. It was 4 in the morning when young Johnny Head, on hearing that signal, he leapt from his bed. With his father and his brother, they ran like the wind that churned up the furious waves. But there were lives to be saved. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each a year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head. Now to haul out that lifeboat, it took blood and tears. It took them 2 hours, each one seemed like a year. Exhausted and spent, they set her afloat, and into the barbarous waves rode Mary to Alice's aid. It was 6:45 when the shoreman lost sight of the Mary as she pitched out into the night. And at 6:51, the Coast Guard they rang, saying, stand down your lifeboatmen brave, for the Alice is already saved. Now nobody knows from that day to this why the Coast Guard got word at 6:11, but the message they kept 40 minutes or more, while 17 brave men of Rye rode into the tempest to die. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head. It was almost noon on that terrible morn. All the family and the launch crew had waited since dawn, when suddenly somebody pointed and cried, and there in the surf and the spray, the merry Stanford she lay. Well, her body was battered and her keel was upright. No close reef mainsail, no crewmen in sight. They hauled her ashore and they knelt round and prayed, and they gazed out again at the main, and the tears they ran like the rain. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head. And then one by one the sea gave up her dead. First Willie Clark, and then James Head, and Albert and Rob, the two cutting boys, and 3 from the Pope family, and 9 more sons of the sea. Oh, but young Johnny Head, he never came home. He lies out somewhere in the ocean alone. His comrades lie buried in the churchyard at Rye, and they keep him a place for his bed. One day they'll find Johnny Head. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head. So the next time you sail around Hastings and Rye, look to the distance and keep out an eye. And if you see a young man from the RNLI standing guard over the foam, then you'll know that Johnny's come home. Oh, Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 15th day of November each year. And one day the sea, she will give up her dead, and home will come a young Johnny Head. Home will come a young Johnny Head.
There you go, Patrick. Good thing I spray fixed my makeup because I'm crying.
Golly.
I gotta check my tuning here. There's something that's sounding kind of weirdly off. Oh, those of you who like the Hurdy-gurdy, you should check out Tanya Opland's page on Facebook, because she has a new photo, she has a new instrument, and I can't. It was made by a friend of ours whom we dearly love, whom we have not seen in years and likely never will again, unfortunately. I'm wearing some of his wife's jewelry on my hand and in my ears, these little studs. And,
Well, she made it. She didn't steal it from her.
No. I did not heist Tanya James's jewelry from her. No, we bought most of it fair and square. But her husband, Mike Gilpin, used to build hurdy-gurdies, and Tanya has one of his gurdies now, so that's very exciting. It looks really pretty.
It was our English-based Mike and Tanya
Yeah.
couple.
Okay, just a second. Keep
Sure.
talking there.
Okay, another sea shanty. Because why not? This is something we've been messing around with. We put this on our rock and roll album with the full band, the glorious Blue Divide band, and then didn't do it very often because it was kind of it's like, well, where's the drums and the bass and the
Where's the
that
band?
stuff.
And where's Sue singing her harmony?
But we've been having fun with it
Tanya's
anyhow since then.
violin and-
Doing it with just the two of us. This is called Lowlands.
Lowlands, Lowlands, Low.
Yeah, it's got a tricky chorus. One of
That's
those
hard.
really difficult ones,
Erudite,
Yeah.
deeply meaningful.
They didn't just let any sailor sing this one. They had
No, you
to
had
pass an exam.
audition.
Yeah,
Oh,
an
an
audition.
exam.
Yeah, right.
Not even an audition, but an exam. Yeah, I like that.
You couldn't write the words to the chorus down on your hand. Low and lands.
Oh, just gonna check my phone briefly here. Oh, thank you, Trapper. I'm glad you like that. Okay, well,
Okay, no disasters?
no disasters except for our donate link is gone.
What?
Well, because you posted it at the very top of the chat, and anybody who joins in later won't see that.
Oh.
So, Trapper, if you,
I think it's
can't
in
pass
it's
it
in the
on.
description of the thing. You can
Yeah,
find
if you
it
look
your
on
thing.
YouTube.
It's okay. Anyhow, Lowlands, and combined with a wonderful little tune called Tam Lin. We'll see what happens. This is kind of new. Ah. 1, 2, 3, and.
Our packet is the island lass. Lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
There's a laddie howling at the main topmast.
lowlands, 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 gully ship and a bully crew. Lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
With a gang for to kick her through.
lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
Our skipper hails from Barbados.
lowlands, lowlands, lowlands. He's got the name Old Hammer Toes. Lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
Spread as
low.
hard as brass.
Lowlands, 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 and meat as salty as Lot's wife's ass. Lowlands, 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 low. Oh, lowlands, low. There's a monkey rigged in the sailor's clothes. Lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
God
low.
only knows.
Lowlands, lowlands, low. Up around Cape Stiff we are bound to go. Lowlands, lowlands, lowlands,
Round Cape
low.
Horn through the ice and snow.
Lowlands, 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 low. Oh, lowlands, low. me, boys, you're sure going close.
Nothing. So I'm going to strap on the new Gertie again. Wait, that sounded kind of weird. Never mind. I'm going to wear my new Gertie correctly. And this is actually kind of a pop song. This is written by the fellows of Show of Hands. And
Show of Hands is an English duet that they're just...
And now a trio.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Now they're a trio. When we were traveling and ran into them in festivals and things, they were a duet. And they're just some terrific songwriting and wonderful playing and very inspiring production values and everything else. So this is a song. And this has a
Hi, Janie. Hi, Janie
nautical
Moore.
reference.
Hi, Janie. You made it, and you figured out how to send messages. That's awesome. I'm so pleased. Sorry.
My cousin Janie?
Yes, your cousin Janie.
Why, we got half the damn family here.
I
Okay,
know.
great.
It's really cool. All right. You can talk some more while I try and figure out what I'm doing with this thing. How's that?
Oh, that's right. Okay, we're going to crank up the...
Yeah, this crazy thing. So, to make this thing work, I detuned it down to F instead of tuning it normally at G. So it's down a full step, and I'm playing in D minor, is that correct? I mean, the real world key is D minor, isn't it?
B minor.
B minor. Okay, so I'm playing in, the fingering I'm using is C sharp minor, which turns out to be weird.
Tricky on a hurdy-gurdy?
No, it's just weird, So I almost got it. Sorry, just check my tune. Sorry, dear. Talk.
I believe this is called I Am Yours. Isn't it? Or is it You Are Mine? It's one of that. I'm yours, you're mine. What's the difference? Okay.
Yeah, so that sort of thing. Okay, that's on. Let's do this first.
Got it up enough and everything?
I think so. Sorry if I blast your ears. You'll just have to pretend you like screaming.
We're going to take a little break after this because we do have to do some reconfiguring of the power conduits and retuning and stuff. So please don't drift away too far.
Yeah.
But we'll be back shortly after
We'll
this.
be back pretty fast.
Okay. I'll stick a little something on to keep you
Are you?
amused. Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and... sunburned fields, I saw you
and my world spun around. I thought to myself, I'm falling. As you walked through the town, I found you at the end of the day. We lay down by the edge of the bay, one breath of the sea, one breath of the sea, one taste of the brine. I was yours, and you were mine. And then it came to all the distance and the days in between. We fell so deep into the spaces of what we say and what we mean. Full of fears, there's a price to pay. I close my eyes and I'm in that day. One breath of the sea, one taste of the brine. And I was yours, and you were I was drowning in sight of the shore. You brought me round, you revived me, and now I want more of the fishes and caves that tumbling down. The tides and the waves are throwing me around. One breath of the sea, one taste of the brine. Yours, one breath of the sea, one taste of the brine, and I was yours, and I'm caught in the nets, and you're in the ropes and the lines entwined, but I'm yours, and you are mine.
Very shortly.
Oh yeah,
very
just
shortly.
just a few minutes. Don't go.
Thanks a lot.
They say life has its ups and downs, that really now is quite profound. I like to push the capstan round, but it's pump me boys before we drown. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. The ocean we all do adore, so come on lads, let's pump some more. Don't worry if you're stiff and sore, cause I believe we pumped this bit before. Pump me boys, pump or dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. The captain captain's daughter, I suppose, could be called an English rose. What would you think when I proposed? The pox, she gave to me a dose. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. This rose, well, she did prick me sore. I never felt so bad before. Thanks to the girl I did adore, I thought I'd never pump no more. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. I called the doctor right away to find out what he had to say.
That's £2.10, get on your way.
I'm sure the girl is in his pay. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. Sometimes when I am in my bed and thinking of the day ahead, I wish that I could wake up dead, but pumping's all I get instead. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. Yes, how I wish that I could die. The swine who built this tub to find, I'd drag him back from where he fries to pump until the beggar's dry. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. If Noah used him for his ark, now wouldn't that have been a lark? From rising sun till getting dark, the animals all hard at work singing. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. There's so much water down below, just how it got there I don't know. The old man says let's roll and go, but I think we're bound for Davy Jones. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. Pump me, boys, pump her dry, down to hell and up to the sky. Bend your back and break your bones, we're just 1,000 miles from home. They say life has its ups and downs, that really now is quite profound. I like to push the capstan round, but it's pump me, boys, before we drown. Pump me, boys.
Hello again.
Hi.
Fancy meeting you here.
Who are you again? Here, I toast your general health, everyone. Tiny bit of whiskey, some water, and something else just for me.
Tink.
Polish
Ooh,
crystal.
Actually, I'm having a little bit of grog here. Rum and water for you.
Okay.
Grog.
All right. Here's a song I recognize.
Annie's here. Annie's is here from Port Townsend. This has got special meaning for Port Townsend, this song, because even though it's about San Francisco, it's about Shanghaiing, and Port Townsend, Washington used to be the second most notorious Shanghai port on the west coast of America, second only to San Francisco. And
Lisa Krause asks, do we still play Blue Peter? And we do. But if you'd like to hear it, well, I'll try and remember, but we'll do it the next concert.
We'll put it on the list for next time.
We love that.
That's a great song.
Yeah. It's a real beauty.
We have, such a backlog of songs that it's really nice to be reminded of things that just fell out of rotation. Okay. Song about the notorious Shanghai Brown, who had a terrible reputation in San Francisco. Steer clear of Shanghai Brown. You heard it all the time because you would end up, if you were lucky, you'd end up on a ship bound out to China and not coming back home for years and years.
Like 7.
Yeah, that was the fortunate ones. The unfortunate ones would be like,
well, it
never
says it
wake
in the
up
song.
at all. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and.
Shanghai Brown, the skipper of the Harvest Moon is ramping round the town. He's looking for some sailormen to beg or steal or borrow. He can't get a crew and he wants to sail tomorrow. Prime seaman's very scarce just now. Where's his money down? I'll see what I can do for him, says Shanghai Brown. Shanghai Brown, he sent his touts and runners out all around the town. He's raked in men both high and low, he's got both black and white. He's got the Lauderdale's port watch that only berthed last night. He's got a brace of farmhands with hayseed in their hair. He's got a bridegroom and a best man, what does Shanghai care? Shanghai Brown, 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 Shanghai Brown. And he shipped him in the Harvest Moon, the toughest packet going, that never gets a sailor man to sign aboard her knowing. With a hard case driving skipper and a bull-voiced bucko mate, by the Shanghai Passage from the Golden Gate. Oh, Shanghai Brown, 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 and Shanghai Brown. Oh, you'll be wondering in the morning what it was they drank last night. They'll be wondering what hit them if they show an ounce of fight. They'll be scoffing sea-boot up, they'll be stuffing handspike gruel, and dodging the belay pins, and cursing Shanghai cruel. Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown. Oh, you dirty, rotten, stinking, lying Shanghai Brown. But there's one won't wake nor wonder, or stop the out, rub it all, nor drag his aching bones along the tally on the ball, nor jump to please the toughest mate New England ever bred. Won't stand no trick nor look out, and why? Because he's dead. Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, he took and shipped a corpse away as Shanghai Brown. Shanghai Brown, the skipper of the Harvest Moon was ramping round the town. He couldn't get a crew and he had to sail today, and Shanghai knew a desperate man would pay. Prime seaman's very scarce these days, says Shanghai Brown, so he took and shipped a corpse away as Shanghai Brown. Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown, Shanghai Brown. He took and shipped a corpse away as Shanghai Brown by the Shanghai Passage out of Frisco town.
Yeah, it's true. They did stuff like that.
They did stuff like that, yeah.
Those meanies.
They would often ship corpses out because usually the guys that they would ship out were blind drunk or dead drunk, so to speak, and they'd be, in a boat. They'd just kind of throw them into the boat and say, rail them out there. They'll dry out and wake up tomorrow morning. They'll be fine. And occasionally, though, if the guy definitely was not going to wake up tomorrow and feel fine, they would do tricks like, this is my favorite one, was that they would hide live rats in the sleeves of the guy's jack coat along with his arm, and then tie it shut so the rat couldn't get out. And then he'd be there in this bundle of guys, of recruits, I guess. And their arms would be moving around and go, oh, you can see that he's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's moving. He'll be good. Just
so
give
not
him a
only
while.
not only did they get a dead crewman that the captain paid really well for.
Yeah.
They also got rats.
Extra rats.
Extra rats
As,
in there.
to augment the genetic pool on the ship. What?
You trying to?
Oh, I tried to escape this. I didn't want to though. This is actually a song that I first heard. I think it was not.
Mary Benson, maybe?
Yeah, it was Mary Benson. No, it was Chris Rowe sang this. And I think, or maybe it was Mary Benson, both amazing singers in our area, and part of several all-girl groups who sang shanties, along with Trapper and some other very, very lovely people. And anyway, it's Bold Riley, and I've always loved this song. And because it's been raining off and on here all spring, I keep thinking of the rain. It is raining all the day long. And that made me think of this song, and I thought, I've wanted to do this song for years and years and years, so I'm going to do it.
We're just going to sing it, because that's a shanty.
There's some thought that this might not be an actual shanty, but I'm not sure.
It will be now.
It is now, yeah. The rain, it is raining all the day long. Bold Riley, oh, boom-a-lay, and the northerly winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my darling, goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, boom-a-lay. Goodbye, my darling, goodbye, my dear, oh. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Our anchors weighed and the sails are all set. Bold Riley, oh, boom-a-lay. Those girls we are leaving we'll never forget. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my darling, Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, boomalay. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, gone away. Cheer up, Mary Ellen, and don't look so glum. Bold Riley, oh, boomalay. On White Stocking Day, you'll be drinking hot rum. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, boomalay. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, gone away. We're outward bound for Bengal Bay. Bold Riley, oh, boomalay. Get bending, my lads, it's a hell of a way. Bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, boomalay. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, gone away. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, boomalay. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my dear, oh, bold Riley, oh, gone away. Well done. Thank you. Isn't that a nice song? I love that song. But of course, the wind blows from the south here when it's raining. I got to that line, I'm like, oh, wait. Not that it matters, but...
Southerly.
Well, it's a different part of the planet. So northerly wind would mean to blow you south towards the sunny, shiny parts of the world. So I don't know. Quick check here.
Constructive criticism?
They're talking about passed away kitties while watching channels with a feral mom with kittens on it. It's actually really, really sweet. I watch those videos too sometimes, but usually I watch horse videos with those interspersed. Oh.
Okay. Here's another disaster song.
Woohoo!
See how it stands up to Mary Stanford? I mean, we already had, like, are we keeping like a tier count of songs, you know?
This is a cool song. William found this. It was sent to us by somebody, and I can't remember who wrote it. It doesn't say on the paper because we are marketing geniuses.
Oh.
William changed the melody. We took out the yodeling. No, seriously. And this is what we ended up with. And it's a wonderful, wonderful set of lyrics, and it's based upon a true story.
Another true story, yeah, just like Mary Stanford. This is a story of a ship called the Royal Charter, which was lost in a hurricane. That they still talk about that storm in the Great Britain, and it's known as, you know, the Royal Charter storm. Over 800 lives were lost, and 133 ships. This happened in 1859. The situation was there was regular passage between Australia, Van Diemen's Land, and gold had been discovered in Australia. So there was a lot of activity, people coming back and forth. And This is a true story of a fellow who grew up in Wales and ended up there as well. So
Yeah, it's a very cool song. And it does have a chorus, so of course you're singing along, but sing louder. We can't hear you.
old Isaac Lewis.
Oh, my name is Isaac Lewis. I'm an able-bodied man. On the ship, the Royal Charter, bound out for Van Diemen's Land. All the seas that took 6 months to cross, we could now do in 2. So it's up that Mersey River, boys. Out of Liverpool we flew. And some of us were sailors, all hearty, young and bold. And some of us were pioneers, bound off in search of gold. There were merchants and musicians, Christian soldiers of the cross. We stared into that foaming sea and saw our dreams down in the froth. And every night I dream a dream as the wind sweeps through the sails, that I am in my father's house back home in northern Wales. And reaching for my father's hand, I say I love you very much. But the ship rolls over, the dream is drowned before our fingers touch. Sail on, me boys, sail on, me boys, and on and on and on. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. So we landed there in Botany Bay, and the boys went on the town. I met a girl named Emma Gray, I loved her up and down, and I swore that I'd return for her just one more tour of sea. For I had to find my father and tell him how much he's meant to me. So I kissed the lips of Emma Gray and sailed for Liverpool. And the parrots perched in the rigging, boys, and dolphins swam in schools. And our trip, it was a pleasant one until we reached the coast of Wales. Just one day out from Liverpool, and God unleashed a gale. Sail on, me boys, sail on, me boys, and on and on and on. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. Good Lord, I've seen some squalls, me boys, hurricanes at sea. And many nights I'd rediscovered faith on bended knee. But I'd never seen it blow so hard. We anchored her at last, but the waves rolled o'er the top of us, and we had to cut the mast. All the mining magnates clutched their gold, believing they'd be saved. But their bloody greed destroyed them first beneath the angry waves. All the women and the children lost unto eternity. Oh, man has tamed and shaped the land, but he will never tame the sea. Sail on, me boys, sail on, me boys, and on and on and on. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. And every night I dreamed my dream as the wind swept through our sails. And I am in my father's house, back home in northern Wales. I reach out for my father's hand, I say I love you very much. But the ship rolls over and the dream is drowned before our fingers touch. We were caught upon the rocks, me boys, 10 yards away from shore. We could see men standing on the bank, maybe 3 or more. And I swear I saw my father waving at me through the squall. I screamed, "Father, I am coming home," but that's all that I recall. Sail on, me boys, sail on, me boys, and on and on and on. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. But the waves, they swept me overboard with broken mast and sails. And I drowned where as a child I'd fished on the rocks of northern Wales. And in 3 days' time I washed upon that white and sandy shore, just 100 yards from Mulry and my father's white oak door. And some will cry coincidence, or say this can't be true. I only say just tell your loved ones what they mean to you. For you may sail the sea of life, pursuing golden schemes, yet around so closely to your home, the cradle of your dreams. Sail on, me boys, sail on, me boys, and on and on and on. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. For my name is Isaac Lewis, and this shall be my song. Isaac Lewis.
William did some reading about it, and he said one of the things that really brought home to him how powerful the waves and the wind were was that some of the rocks around that area were literally gold-plated because the action of the waves was so strong that it broke open the bags of gold nuggets and then crushed them.
And pounded them against the waves.
Flat
Yeah, it's like
against the rocks.
just an incredible story. Yeah, I mean, these guys, I mean, they were like really 10 yards away, and they could just see the shore, and
They couldn't get there.
they say like, well, hell with this. I'm just going to walk there. I'm just going to go over there. And they just got smashed to bits, you know, just, and it was just an incredible story. When I first heard the song, I said, well, isn't this nice? Songwriters just make up the most interesting little things. And I was shocked to find that it was true.
You know, Lisa, I keep meaning to write to the folks of Show of Hands and tell them we're doing their song, and you know, it really is. I love that song. I really do, even though I have serious issues with some of it. But just as a writer, not with the sentiment or anything like that.
Wait.
The Show of Hands thing, Your
right,
Mind
okay.
or whatever. Lisa really liked that one. I really like that one too.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, it's very cool. Okay, I got a tune here. I know it's weird, but there you go.
We're just going to mess around a little bit here because on our travels, we often used to play in Chicago, and we did quite a large number of house concerts over the years for a friend of ours named Kathy Whistler, who was also a shanty singer and enthusiast.
And she takes voice lessons and sings really, really well. And I got to take a lesson with her voice teacher, and she was awesome.
And she sang this song for us a long, long time ago, saying that a group of people from, I think it was Belize.
I think you're right.
Had come and put on a show, and they were singing songs, and they sang this a sea song, a sea shanty, and she just thought that was so cool, and we had never heard it before, and it's been kind of in the background for a long time, and it would surface. We tried a version of it once with the Handsome Cabin Boys and a broadside and the Handsome Cabin Boys,
and that was very fun.
And but it's a simple little thing. So anyhow, we're going to try messing around with it a little bit here to have a little bit of the kind of Caribbean sort of thing, because we'll mix it up with Essaquibo River, which is also a song from Guyana, and we'll just see what happens.
We'll see what happens. There's no plan here except for have fun, but lots of places to sing, so let's join in.
Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Mr. Martin, he's got a leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Mr. Martin, he's got a leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Mr. Martin's dory, that dory's no good, sir. Keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Mr. Martin's dory, the dory's no good, sir. Keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old dory, keel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Essaquibo River is the king of rivers, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Essaquibo River is the king of rivers, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. And the Essaquibo sailor, the king of sailors, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Essaquibo sailor is the king of sailors, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody. Oh, the Essaquibo captain is the king of captains, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Essaquibo captain, the king of captains, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Somebody, oh, Johnny, somebody, oh. Put it on the now we is somebody, oh. Dory. Oh, the Dory before he turn over. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Row the Dory before he turn over. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Oh, the leaky, leaky old Dory. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Heel 'em, bail 'em till he get dry. Ha! Thank you, Kathy Whistler.
I'll say, never been the same twice. And that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's true. That's the idea. Oh, and something else kind of different.
Yeah, this is a very familiar song to all of you, I'm sure, except for maybe a couple of people. And we've done another version of this song. And William started fooling around with this the other day. I was like, oh my God, I love that. And it needs hurdy-gurdy, because I generally think almost everything needs hurdy-gurdy, right? Just say yes, dear.
Dun, da, 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 da. Let me check my tuning on this.
Did I mention that Tanya Opland has something new to show off? Check out her Facebook page. Very exciting. I'm going to check the list here, see what's going on. Oh, that's right. Denny reminds us. This is really great. We're playing next Saturday, the 29th. We're the guests on the Wet Everly Brothers' Fortnight of Doom.
Fortnight of Doom.
5 p.m. Pacific on YouTube and Facebook. Lisa says, goodness, I love this song. Rocking out. Yay! Oh, and Andy says, great arrangement. Well, it'll be a great arrangement someday when we know what the heck we're doing. Besides flailing around in whatever key that is.
Supposed to have fun. Let's just kind of do this and see what happens. Huh?
Okay.
It's a damn tough life, full of toil and strife, we whalemen undergo. And we don't give a damn when the gale is done, how hard the winds do blow. We are homeward bound, it's a damn fine sound, with a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum with the girls of old Maui. We're rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic around, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail with a northerly gale through the ice and sleet and rain, and them coconut fronds and them tropical lands we soon shall see again. 6 hellish months have passed away on the cold Kamchatka Sea, but now we're bound from the Arctic around, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic around, rolling down to old Maui. Oh, and now we sail with a northern gale toward our island home. Our mainyard sprung, all whale and done, and we ain't got far to roam. Our stunsail booms are carried away, what care we for that sound? A living gale is after us, thank God we're homeward bound. We're rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui.
around, rolling down to old Maui.
Soft the breeze of the tropic seas, now the ice is far astern. And the Maslen maids in them tropical glades, they're all waiting our return. And even now their big black eyes look out, hoping some fine day to see our baggy sails running for the gales, rolling down to old Maui. We're rolling down to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic around, rolling down to old Maui. We are rolling to old Maui, me boys, rolling down to old Maui. We are homeward bound from the Arctic ground. We are rolling down to old Maui.
Well, we
There you
didn't
go.
die or burst into flames, so that's good. It's such
Thank
a-
you so much for
Yeah.
being here. We're going to do one more thing here, and then
Gonna take we're gonna go eat dinner.
We're gonna go take a long break.
Coffee. Are we going to be at Folklife? No.
no.
No, sorry, unfortunately. Andy says, we flail real good. That's right up there with marketing genius for us. David Carson really liked that. Darren liked it as well. Thank you, Annie.
Well,
I'm
thank you,
glad you
guys.
guys liked the arrangements and stuff. And Tanya's new Gertie, Annie. Oh, it's so pretty, and I bet it's fabulous. Oh, I'm so excited for her. Mike was saying, this is so funny. He's saying, you're going to have to really hone your chops if you're going to keep up with this. Like, I gave up trying to keep up with Tanya a long time ago. Like, before she even got her first Gertie, it was like, no, I'm just going to keep what I'm doing. And it works out great. So she does do cool stuff. What are you looking for? Oh, that one. Yeah, we probably need the words for that, don't we?
Well, I think we'll just have to do it without it, because I don't have the words for that. That's okay. It's an old thing.
Hang on a second. Okay, thank you. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for your donations. We use those for groceries.
True.
And we really, really appreciate being fed so well. By
And
you.
if you're not in a position for donations, that's okay
That's
too.
totally
We're just
okay.
happy that you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do
Here,
it without you.
singing at home or doing housework or whatever you're doing. It's just awesome. Thank you. And we'll see you again this Friday with the Whateverly Brothers if you want.
Emma, let me be rolling down the bay to Julianna. Emma, don't you cry, rolling down the bay to Julianna. Send Miss Emma to the Crow, rolling down the bay to Julianna. I wish I had that gal in tow, rolling down the bay to Julianna. Windward gals are hard to together, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away and pull together, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away for the winds are blowing, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away and let's get her going, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. We'll haul away like jolly young sailor boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Haul away for the merchants of money, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Now God made the bees and the bees made the honey, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Devil sent the woman for to take all our money, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. God made the food, but the devil sent the cook, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. And the muck that he cooks tastes worse than it looks, boys. Haul away, boys, haul away. Sugar boys, all the way, boys, all the way. When I find my Cuba gal, I'm gonna kiss and a hug her, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. A packet, she is a rolling down the river, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. As she rolls down, see her topsail shiver, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. Cuba boys, all the way, boys, all the way. Oh, all the way, and the window mover, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. We'll haul away for the sci-fi weather, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. All the way for where the weather gets better, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. All the way and pull together, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. We will haul away for that windy weather, boys, all the way, boys, all the way. All the way, boys, all the way. Hey, we will all the way, boys, all the way.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming by. Really appreciate it.
We'll be back at some point. We're not sure exactly when, because let us know if you're interested in these. We've got this idea that, in summertime, people's like, oh, we don't sit around and watch these things.
It's nice out here.
But we'd be happy to do them, so
Yeah.
drop us a note.
Yeah, let us know in the comments on the YouTube page or our Facebook page if you would watch this when it's hot weather and you're stuck inside with AC or something like that.
Poor you.
Because,
Yeah.
Wisconsin, it's going to be hot, right? In here last year, it was hot.
It gets that way.
Not as hot as Wisconsin. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. We just
been
love all
fun.
of you so much. We've had a
Yeah,
great time.
it just does us so much good.
It really does. Yeah,
So,
we miss playing out.
Yeah.
But
Thank you.
yeah,
We'll look
thanks a
forward
lot.
to reading through comments and the chat and everything, and the cat video comments. And,
Yes,
and all.
exactly.
Yeah. So.
Bye, you
All right.
guys.
Thanks a
Bye.
lot. See you later.